Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to a video of mine called Asking Moms with Babies to Sing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a very special guest, Brunette Guillaume Borland, and she is a baby expert. Please tell them a little bit about your qualifications.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Brunette, as you mentioned, and I am a certified Montessori educator. I specialize in early childhood education from birth through six, and particularly the Montessori approach and the RIE approach. So I work with infants, toddlers, early preschoolers, kindergartners, and my favorite, parents.
Hmm. Now, I would love to know what you think about this and what you have to say about what you're seeing.
I can't wait to see it.
Let's watch.
All right, who will sing next? Who will sing next? Will you sing a song? Wait. Nice. What will you sing? All right. How about you sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star"? How about that? Yes. Let's do it. Or whatever you want.
What do we sing at bedtime?
Twinkle Twinkle.
Do you know any Adele?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
What song's your favorite?
Almost any of them. Just tell me which song. If I don't know it already, I'll just listen to it and learn it. Like whatever. Yeah. Whichever song speaks most to you.
She likes rolling in the deep, honest to God. She's a stranger.
Can I say something here?
Yes, yes.
My first reaction was to the mom. I love how she said me, because I suppose she was thinking you were talking to the baby, but you were trying to engage her, and the surprise on her face that I get to sing was really nice, because as a mom you get almost become a you become secondary after having a baby, and so all the attention goes to the infant, and but now she's being acknowledged, and it's really nice. It was a nice surprise on her face that it was her that you were addressing and not the baby. So that was first, and I also like the way when you ask her, "What do you want to sing?" and she said to the baby, "What are we gonna sing, bud?" So automatically it was a team thing. We're going to do this together, and that's a wonderful thing to do. It allows it's telling the baby what's going to happen, and that's one of the most important things that we do in our educational philosophy, is to tell baby what's going to happen, even if they don't have a verbal response, but they are being able to they're engaging in the conversation and they feel part of what's going on. So that was my first take on this segment so far.
But the baby's only 6 months old. How can they understand like what the mom is even saying?
Oh, you'll be surprised. One way we can know that they understand is you can watch their nonverbal response. Look at the way she responds to the mom without a word. She looked at her when the question was asked, and she went along, cooperated. It's almost like, okay, let's go. But these things, you can only see them when you observe infants long enough, because they are responding. They're responding with nonverbal cues, nonverbal conversations, but with their body language, is they are telling you yay or nay. And in this case, she's saying, yeah, let's do it.
Is there any other benefit to talking to your baby?
Oh, absolutely. Well, we're talking, this child is extremely young, so we know that she's not talking yet, but she's learning language because mom is talking to her. And that is exactly what we need to do, is to instill language, is to talk to the child. And that's what mom is doing. So this is wonderful so far. Should we move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Well, how about we do that?
Okay.
So how old is your baby?
She is 6.5 months.
Awesome. Yeah. So is it your first baby?
Yes.
Wow. How does it feel to be a mom now?
It's fun. Truly, I like it a lot. I do miss going out and having a few margaritas and not having to worry about childcare, but it's worth it.
Yes. You get so much back in return.
Exactly.
Hmm. Do you know if she'd be interested in maybe
Oh, what you got? Are you gonna play something?
maybe a little
Do you want to play the rattle?
it's
Oh,
up to
you
you.
can do it. She could probably do it.
Okay.
She might throw it halfway through it.
That's completely fine.
Look, what's this?
Not interested. Oh, that should be interesting. Oh, no. Not food, not food. It looks delicious though.
I'll put it in here.
There we go.
And
Perfect.
shake.
I have a question.
Sure.
Why did the baby try to eat my maraca?
Well, as expected, looks like mom was prepared. Babies they are scientists, meaning they're testing everything that they come in contact with. And this is one way they learn what it is, through their mouth. So everything an infant comes in contact with is going to go in their mouth. It's figuring out what is it that feel like, what does it taste like, what is it made of. For us adults, we can look at a material and determine that it's wood, plastic, or some other it has other qualities. But for an infant, it's through their mouth they can come up with that conclusion, is by putting in their mouth. And over time, by putting different things in their mouth, they'll start to notice their similarities. Like these two things feel the same, or these two things don't feel the same, so they must be different. So that's what she's doing. She's testing it. It's the first time you're giving her this item, this rattle, and the first thing that comes to mind is, well, let's see what that is. What does it taste like? So yeah, that's what she's doing. She's figuring out what it is that you just gave me.
Really? I thought she was. I thought that she was hungry.
Absolutely not. No, it could be a guitar. She would still put it in her mouth. It could have been anything. It's not a sign of hunger. It's just being able to figure out what it is that I'm feeling here. What does that feel like?
So it's not hunger. It's curiosity
Yes.
and exploration.
Exploration. So you got it.
Very interesting. Well, let's explore more together, but visually.
Great idea. Awesome. I feel like you're quite experienced at this.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that
doing a great
greatly.
job. Yeah. So before it was her favorite song.
So I just made sure to tell her that, because I know a lot of moms get told what they're doing wrong.
Absolutely. Yes. And she obviously appreciated the observation that you made, that she says thank you. Yeah, she's protecting her baby and still allowing her to have that toy, but knowing that she's gonna put it in her mouth, she put it in something clean, which is good, which is very good.
Awesome.
So before it was her favorite song, how did it become one of your favorites?
Grammar school, it was probably the first song I ever did at like a talent show, but I got like so embarrassed halfway through, I like put the microphone back and ran off stage. I was in like 3rd, 4th grade though, so I was quite young.
So did you ever get on stage after that?
A bit before I was pregnant, I used to play guitar and do like little coffee house shows. I'm from Chicago, so back in Illinois we used to do that.
Wow. So that love for performance just never died.
Yeah, honestly.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So let's keep it going.
All right, let's see if we've never.
The other observation I really enjoy seeing here is the entire time that you were asking mom questions, did you notice where the baby's face was? Yeah, she was intently paying attention to your mouth. And that is exactly what infants do, because they're learning language. And one of the ways that they learn is by watching the adult's mouth to see how is it that you're moving your mouth and the sounds are coming out. What are you doing? How is that being done? So at this age, they're very curious and they watch adults' mouth all the time. And it's a good thing when we're talking to infants to let them see our mouth. So I could say something to you looking away, and you could know exactly what I'm saying. But with an infant or a young child, it's really important that we have that visual, that face-to-face conversation, so they see our facial expression, they see our mouth moving, and the verbal sound that are coming out. And that was a very beautiful example how she was looking intently at you as you were talking to mom.
I wonder if I should start talking like this so they can get more of an idea how to move your mouth.
Not necessary.
Okay.
Not necessary.
Okay.
Just the normal pattern is enough.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
See, we've never done it with a baby on me, so this is a first.
She might give you a little bit of moral support anyway, right?
Sometime.
There we go.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, and you played it with a beating, but you played it, you played it, you played it, you played to the beat.
That was great. That was great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I want to ask you, now that you sung, how do you feel?
Anxious, but good. Probably gonna sleep good tonight.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And what was your
Thank
name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Reggie.
Reggie Victoria.
Victoria, nice to meet you. And what's your name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Would you put your contact info there before you go? Great job.
Thank you.
Bye
Say bye-bye.
bye. See you guys later. Okay. Who's next? You next?
Let's talk a little bit. Oh, this was amazing. Mom has a great voice. Baby was super happy. I just think this was such a wonderful gift to both mom and baby. The fact that mom gets to sing and feel really happy about herself and her confidence is built, and that automatically transmitted to the baby. Baby looked extremely pleased and content. At least she looks content. And but the other thing I think was super important is that this is such a learning moment for her, for the infant, because songs or singing is one of the ways that we actually teach language to a young child. While they can't sing, but they're hearing the voice, they're hearing the lyrics, the sounds, and all of that is building language synapses in your brain and as they develop. So this was that baby is very fortunate to have a mom who can sing with such a great voice. All moms can sing, no matter what level your skill is, but obviously she is really good at this. So I think that was a win-win for mom and baby. This was wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. You notice also the baby was trying to turn around and see what the mom was doing, but since she couldn't turn around all the way and see, she resorted to watching the audience. She's watching the audience watch the mom.
Right.
Or I don't know if she knew that they were watching the mom, but maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But I thought that was interesting. And whenever whenever the mom turns, either if when she's facing the audience, the kid is looking at the people, but when the mom turns to me, she's looking at me. So at 6 months old, and probably from the birth time, they tend to always look at people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That they start to track even sooner than 6 months. But it is interesting that she would have loved. Well, I don't know if she would have loved it, but she would have enjoyed maybe seeing where the sounds are coming from. Although she knows she can feel his mom singing because her head is right there on mom's chest and she can hear that. But it would have been an added bonus to be able to face mom, or to be able to be face to face or opposite direction of mom to actually see it. But she was holding her. I mean, that was also allowing her to hear it, and as you mentioned, the audience was there too, so she had something to look at as she listens to mom singing at the same time.
Yeah. And she also turned the baby around immediately after. She's like, okay, now it's me and you.
Toward the end, yes. I don't know if she bent down and kissed her, but there was some type of affection that was exchanged between mom and baby toward the end. So it was clear there was happiness, there was contentment, there was joy.
From your perspective as a parent-child educator, do you have any advice for parents out there that comes up for you when you after you watch this one?
I would say to other parents, this was an opportunity to really enjoy the moment of being. Um, there are times when there's so much to do, there's such a big schedule and a to-do list, we can go from task to task and forget to speak to the baby about what's happening. I think one of the most critical part of this video was when you asked her to come and sing, or when you invited her, she communicated to the baby, shall we sing? What are we going to sing? So and there was no expectation that the baby was going to respond, but just being able to say it was acknowledgement, like, we're together here and I'm letting you into what's happening. And so my advice to all parents is to always use these opportunities, whether we're crossing the street, is to speak about it. Oh, let's say you're about to cross the street and the light turns green. Oh, we have to wait because the light is green. We're going to wait our turn. When the light turns red, that means we get to walk. We can say that to an infant, whether they respond or not. They're listening. They're listening. Whether it's oh, I forgot to get my phone, we have to go back home and pick it up, or I'm hungry right now, mommy has to go get coffee, or daddy needs to go call mom. Everything that you're thinking, don't underestimate the power of saying it, almost as if you were talking to someone your age. Because if you were walking with someone your age, you would not neglect to communicate these simple things. So therefore, this person is only little, but they're just as important, or if I want to say even more, it's even more important for them to listen to you, your thoughts, because they can't deduce what you're thinking at all. And they are also involved in what's happening. And the opposite is I hate to say, but damaging. But because if we, for example, turning a stroller, suddenly, as we remember, or I remember to do something that we forgot to do, they feel the turn, and sometime in a very forceful way, because I forgot this thing, I gotta go get it. So they feel the movement, but they don't have the communication to go along with it. Why is my body being moved so suddenly? I'm not sure what's happening, but I feel the movement. I feel there's some type of rush happening. But if we were to say, oh, I forgot my phone, let's go back and get it, and then we turn, then there is connection to what you say and what I feel. So now I know we're going back to do something. And the more you repeat a word, the more they are internalizing it, the more it becomes part of, it becomes more familiar to the child. So therefore, my encouragement to parents is to communicate through every step of the way. even if it seems meaningless to us, it's meaningful to the child.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Okay, well, that is it for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in for the next video where we will be reacting to a mom with a slightly older child, and as children get more into toddler age, they become a lot more to deal with. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, cool. Recess? Okay. You want to drink? You want to use the bathroom? Which one?
No, I don't want to. I just want to drink.
Okay, cool. All right. Martini?